Hi guys, welcome back to Visions of Mana.
Visions of Mana.
Is known as the founder of Barstool Sports and is known for sharp commentary and down-to-earth one-line reviews. Dave created the Barstool Fund during COVID.
I guess I've explored this a bit. Let's see.
Got some syrup. Yes.
So let's do good together. I'd like to ask you to contribute $11 a month by going to t2t.org on 1844 breaks.
Oh no. Taking this. Yes. Grizzly.
So our country is the United States was part of the border. We have more slavery going on in this country as a result of this whole war. We have since the end of the Civil War 330,000 unaccompanied children. They don't know who they are. It makes us care about children. How do you get a promotion when you have this kind of a record, a disastrous record, and now you say, you don't qualify to be president of the United States. Well,
Oh no.
well, you know, our government's full of people who fail out, and Kamala Harris is the latest example of that. And she went to the political appropriation line. She stood in front of that convention and said, I feel willing to run security borders. These are not the borders we're looking for.
Hey.
I want a border security
Welcome.
bill.
What'll it
She
be?
knows full well what unfolded on her administration's watch. She was supposed to be
Come again.
She wanted it by law because that's what the left wanted to do. She didn't care one bit about African Americans who are affected now by this project by Donald Trump is so smart.
Taking this?
Pulling angel bombs of those who've been killed by illegals.
Welcome. All our goods are high quality.
Kids. Kamala Harris betrayed that. She can get one speech, but she can't. What's she going to do without Trump pressures her on that? What's she going to do when she has an actual interview? If she ever has one, I don't know if she will. She can't. So they will cover for her as long as she can. But it was her job. She failed it. Now she wants the big job, and she'll do more of the same. And she gets it. You know, Pete said she keeps partying to this so-called bipartisan legislation was negotiated.
Come again
Three
soon.
Republicans in the House supported it. 3 more Republicans in the Senate supported it. It would have enshrined for all time Biden's executive orders. It would have made it impossible for Donald Trump, God willing, who becomes president, to actually secure the border. It would have enshrined millions of illegal aliens every single year coming into this country, and they said, I will sign that. Here's my point. There are 350,000 unaccompanied minors. Legislation for the signing.
Welcome. Welcome. We're having a special. Come again soon.
What is this?
Where to next?
I have to see why people can't see this drives me nuts. They choose to ignore. You know what? Another reason why they don't. No other networks cover this.
Hello.
Mark, you cover it. Bill Belushi covers it. Rick Jenkins covers it. We cover it. Others don't. So a lot of Americans, they may see the crime, see a little bit of that, they don't believe the lie. Which you say, we want to control the board. No, they don't. They want to lie. If they could, they would. And they did. So let's not keep time for the last 3.5 years. But you can say, forward. Well, how do you go forward when you were the last 3 years? You can't let her get away with that modification. I'll tell you how you're on this. Karl Marx says, forget about history. Forget about the past. It's all corrupt. Feudalism, capitalism, monopolism. Get rid of it. The world begins today. It's a clean slate. You call her Marxist. President Trump calls her Marxist. I am glad. Enough of this progressive nonsense, enough of this socialist nonsense. These are American Marxists. They sound like Marx, they promote Marx, they attack economy like Marx, they attack sovereignty like Marx, they attack capitalism like Marx, they attack the Constitution like Marx. So walks like a Marx, they fights like a Marx, get some Marx. Even if you said, I'm not thinking about it, God bless you, thank Marx. We'll be right back.
Let's start with the art chart.
What makes you think I can read?
Book the nights online.
Okay, the points. Get 2 pairs and an eye exam for $79.95 in America's Best.
Hello there. Shiryu, I presume?
That's me. And you are? Val, the Soul Guard. And this is Hina, the Alma Fire. Oh, Val, Hina. Lovely to meet you. I'm Shiryu, a historian and keeper of tales from the Vale.
What are you doing so far outside of Longren?
Calibrating windmills, actually. The wind's been hard to predict lately, which might be a side effect of having no alms. Speaking of alms, Karina said she'd help call the fairy with some wind dying if we found you for her. She did, huh? I guess she came around to the idea after all.
By supporting thieves,
Is the dying process hard or something?
families
Not particularly. As long as you know the steps, that is.
so they can
You just capture the breeze with the cloth to bring out the colored dye. The issue is that the fairy won't come for just any old round of wind dyeing. Karina has the most skill in long run, so she has the best chance of summoning her. Then why is she so averse to helping? Because Karina wants... She wants to be chosen as the... All she's ever heard from the rest of the Vale is that she's wrong for the job.
We were actually doing a checkup for her.
They keep asking her to help with the wind dyeing.
They saw something.
It wouldn't surprise me if the fairy was staying away on purpose to avoid these hypocrites.
But why would Karina be a bad choice of all?
Did she pick a fight with the elemental or something? That's a good one. But nothing that scandalous, I promise. But it's complicated. Too complicated to bother you both with right now. Besides, I know Karina wants the Vale to prosper, just like everyone else. And it looks like your arrival might have been enough to give her that push. Anyway, I'll head back to the Vale for now. See you there. And thank you.
Interactive Brokers pays up to 4.83% on instantly available cash in your brokerage account. How much interest can your banker broker pay? Interactive Brokers' conservative and prudent risk management uniquely positions us to pay up to 4.83% on uninvested, instantly available cash in your brokerage account. The best informed investors choose Interactive Brokers.
I told you, the more you yell at me, the less I want to have anything to do with the wind dyeing.
Now you're just being stubborn. Didn't you hear that the convoy from Tiania has already arrived?
We can't keep wasting the alm's time with your selfishness. You're putting the whole Vale in danger with your temper tantrum.
If you want to meet the fairy so bad, then you do the ceremony. Why does it always have to be me, anyway? It's not like I have a chance of becoming wrong. Y'all made that abundantly
Up to
clear.
date.
You think I'll just go along and do all the hard work for nothing?
And I say this.
Pouting about it won't help your case.
I'm not pouting. I'm angry. After all, I just wanted to be the Om and see the world.
Honey, you know it's hard for you to accept, but it's been years since anyone in our family has been considered worthy of Om status.
Sure, your affinity to the wind element gives you a good chance at the gig. After what you did in the Sanctum?
Fine. Criticize me all you want, but I don't regret my actions one bit, so stop lecturing me.
Until one day they make us too tight.
Truly irresponsible. The other wind oracles don't cause their parents this much trouble.
But if we don't push her, the fairy might not visit Longerin at all. Maybe Shiryu can talk some sense into her.
David is 2 days away from the first and only scheduled presidential debate between Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. And new polling data points to an end in that race and a in the next. The latest New York Times it's 8% more. Good evening, I'm John Scott, convinced the budget. We have team coverage for you this evening. Missouri GOP Senator Harry Schmidt here to preview the debate. But first, Alexis McAdams is live in Pittsburgh, where VP Harris is hunkering down in the air.
Aha! There you are! Thanks for finding Shiryu for me.
No sweat. So you'll perform the wind dyeing ceremony now?
Did I say that? Next time, get it in writing. Besides, I have some stuff to talk to Shiryu about. Bye-bye.
Hang on. I thought you wanted a favor for a favor. We gotta call the ferry to Longwood before it's too late. Karina, don't forget. There's that old saying about the disaster that could befall our tribe if an alm isn't chosen. The wind will rage, and the winged fall flightless.
We're too old for fairy tales, Shiryu. Besides, the wind is always blowing here. And it's not like we dragon folk use our wings to fly in the first place.
Maybe the proverb isn't meant for dragon folk. Ramco has wings too, you know?
But I don't have to be the one to do it. No one in town even cares who does the wind dyeing. And I wouldn't do it even if they begged. Why bother? It's not like the fairy would ever pick me to be the alm anyway.
I have an idea. Val, why don't you do the wind dyeing instead? Me? Anyone is allowed to use the technique. And besides, it never hurts to have a breath of fresh air to try and bend the winds of fate. The chief said something similar, now that you mention it.
Good luck. You'll need it. I think I'll just stay here with Shiryu if it's all the same to you. You two do make a cute couple. Yeah. Look, the dyeing stall is up a ways over there. Just give it a go.
Donald Trump is the best counterpuncher in the history of American politics. This is his 7th presidential debate over 3 cycles. And this is her first. And so we're in a time race, and she has still a bunch of swing voters who don't have an opinion of her, or waiting to see who she is and what she's going to stand for. So, I think the advantage is to Trump going in.
Okay, it's up to me to perform the ceremony and call the fairy. Here goes nothing.
If it doesn't work for you, let me have a go.
All right, we'll take turns.
Decisive Tuesday night's first Trump-Harris presidential debate. For more on what to expect, Pennsylvania, Missouri GOP Senator Eric Schmidt, who sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee. Senator, thank you so much for being here. I want to go back to the New York Times Siena poll that came out today. And in that poll, it said that 28% of voters said they needed to learn more, and only 9% said they needed to learn more about former President Trump. Double that, about 63% said they needed to learn more about Harris's policy. I have no idea about that. The Vice President said that she is sticking to her values, but so based on this poll, Americans have no idea what those values are.
Yeah, and I think when they scratch the surface and see more, they're not going to like what they hear from her. I think there's a couple other points on that poll that are really interesting. First, by a 2-1 margin, President Trump leads as the change agent. So in an election cycle where people are upset about the status quo, they view him as the change agent. That's really good for President Trump. And then voters side with President Trump on all the issues that are most relevant. So all those underlying factors really matter. And then, of course, she can't really run from the record, right? And when she was in the Senate, she had the tirade the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. American Recovery Act that called $1.4 trillion of the economy, which just led to this inflation. Of course, she's the failed border zone. So once you kind of get the record, the fact that she was even more liberal in the Senate than Bernie Sanders, that spells trouble for Republicans.
I don't know if you know this senator who helped former President Trump in his last debate, but I don't know my favorite President Biden. I'm wondering, are you helping the former president before this debate? Yes or no on that? But besides that, I also want to know what's your advice to the former president before Tuesday night's debate?
Well, listen, I don't presume to give any advice to President Trump. He's done this before exceptionally well. I mean, he had the knockout punch against Joe Biden, which is unheard of.
Picking up all these side quests.
Political science about debates. They're going to talk about Nixon, Kennedy, and Trump, Biden. That's how good his performance was. And so, I continue to have conversations with the president, but I don't give him advice. I'm happy to help wherever I can. But he's right on the issues. And I think what this debate comes down to, and what this presidential race comes down to, Brian, is Hardly better off now than you were 4 years ago. Under President Trump, we had a booming economy, we had a secure border, the wars popping up all over the world. We were energy dominant. We don't have any of those things right now. And Kamala Harris can't recast herself as a moderate when quite literally she offered the Green people and was by a nonpartisan voting organization. She was more liberal than Bernie Sanders. Like I said, she's truly a radical California politician. And I think that people learn more about that than
do you think that based on this poll, this is the first one we've sort of seen the momentum shift in the summer of Harris so far, in terms of the polling momentum at the very least? Do you think that this is indicative that this was all a pivot out? This was temporary?
I've been on record saying that this race comes into focus after Labor Day, and that's where we're at. She was going to have a honeymoon period, and that honeymoon now is over officially. I think this poll starts to show you that. Once people are living their lives and doing normal things, or taking their kids to volleyball games, they're not focused on this 24/7. But now that the election is less than 6 days away, it comes into focus more. The records come into focus more. This all helps President Trump because that's what he's going to be running on, and he should. Kamala Harris, like I said, has got real problems with really thinking what her ideology is, what her voting record is. It's way out of step with mainstream.
We look at the polling, and I think the top 3 most important issues, according to this latest poll, to Americans are the economy, then it's abortion, and it's immigration. The other poll
Taking this?
This up at 28% of us that they need more about
Grizzly!
the abortion issue is something that the Harris campaign is really leaning in on.
Got some syrup.
Expect Harris to really use that on the base game. What do you think the former president needs to do on that issue? He's got pro-lifers that are upset with him. It seems to me he's stuck with the rock and hard place on the issues.
Well, I think he gives the same answer he gave in the first debate, which was, look, this is now up to the states to decide, and we're going to have this political discussion now about whether they want their state to label, which is what that legal part is all about the law. Contrast that with Kamala Harris' position on this issue. She supports abortion on demand, taxpayer funding abortion on demand to the wrong vote. That's a radical position. So she can talk about it, but ultimately, as you noted in that poll, what people are most concerned about.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
Every week that they go to the grocery store, everything is 30-40% more expensive. People have gas is expensive. Their utility bills are more expensive. It's just much harder for regular
Volunteer for the wind dying? Forgive me, it is a complicated process. Even oracles in training have trouble with the steps.
Well, someone's got to try. What was it? Breath of fresh air and all that?
Oh, look! Remco has come to watch!
What's a Ramco anyway?
She's not a what? She's a sacred beast. Her ilk usually resides in the wind sanctum near the veil. When Karina was training in the sanctum, she suffered a grave injury. Though she lost one of her wings, this sacred beast saw her safely back home. Since then, the two have been like sisters, nigh inseparable. Remco even began to stay here in the Vale instead of returning to her home. Although, Karina has been so preoccupied with Shiryu recently that she and Ramco have become distant. Perhaps they're growing apart. Oh, please excuse my rambling. I shouldn't distract you from trying to summon the fairy for everyone in the Vale.
Yeah, sure. No pressure or anything.
You can do it, Val.
Let's see.
The Big Apple's migrant crisis is so bad, some city council members are pushing a pause sanctuary city.
Come wind!
That won't get you anywhere. You couldn't even swat a bug, let alone call forth a fairy.
I thought you said you were busy with Shiryu.
It's not my fault your flailing was so bad I couldn't ignore it. Even a novice could do this better than you. Thanks. It's been a while since I laughed so hard.
So, Hina, do you want to give it a go next?
Oh, can I? Huh? But she's the Alma Fire. Where's the sense in that?
True, it's never been done. But I'd have quite a tale for the history books if the Alm of Fire were to call forth the fairy for the Vale of Wind this year.
Give me a break. Oh, I see. Please, allow me to try, Shiryu. I bet I can expertly harness this wind. Hold it right there. Fine, I'll do it. As the best dyer in the Vale, I have now officially changed my mind. I'll show you how it's really done. Write that in your history
Whether or not we
books.
can afford to keep our cops on the street, to hire more cops for retiring cops because they're leaving their job, to hire firefighters, to hire teachers. The services that are required by the migrants who are coming to New York City are immense.
Come, wind! Bring forth color!
Today still has nearly 63,000 migrants in its care, and Fox News has confirmed since December the city has quietly given 150 migrant families $4,000 each to help them secure their own permanent housing. While Governor Hochul can take temporary action, permanent changes to the city's sanctuary laws take legislative action from the New York City Council, and so far there's been no indication that the council would seriously consider walking back any sanctuary policy.
Shiryu has been chosen as the
So migrants cooperate with
Congrats,
police
Shiryu.
if they
Good
witness
job.
crime or become a victim. Governor Hochul didn't respond to our request for comment today, but
No,
last
I refuse.
fall,
I won't be y'all.
she supported ending the city's right to shelter law. And just
Why?
last month,
Being named the Alm is an honor. Why would you run away from your duty?
changes to the sanctuary laws.
Back to you. Crisis that's costing the city at least $5 billion. That number would double this migrant crisis.
I actually haven't named anyone the Alm yet.
A manhunt is underway in southeast Kentucky for a gunman who opened fire on drivers yesterday along Interstate 75. The
Yeah.
shooting resulted
Shiryu
in
was the one insisting that you had to call the ferry to keep the veil from being destroyed. Then he just ran away.
He should know better. He saw how hard I worked to be worthy. It's always been my dream, even though I knew it was hopeless. Everyone kept saying it's impossible for someone like me to be the Alm of Wind. That I can't feel the wind beneath my wings like the rest of them do, now that I've lost one of them. When I told them all that the wind still spoke to me, no one in the Vale believed it. Not the other oracles, not my parents, and certainly not the chief. They pitied me, laughed at me when I said I wouldn't give up. Shiryu and Ramco stuck with me. Shiryu never understood what it meant to me. Never understood me. Well, I'm done with him. Hey, Fairy! What? Appoint me the Alm. I'll take Shiryu's place. I'm the perfect candidate. Make me the Alm of Wind.
The decision isn't entirely up to me. I must consult with your patron elemental first. But your skill with the wind dyeing was most impressive. The wind was dancing with joy. I believe that Sylvan may accept you as the Alm if we ask.
I'll take your compliments to heart, Fairy. Sounds like we've got an elemental to convince.
Where do we find this Sylphid fella?
At Mount Gala, the source of the winds. Do you and your girlfriend want to come? As the Soul Guard, it's your job to see even potential alms safely to their destination, right?
You have a point. Let's go to Mount Gala.
Multiple law enforcement agencies are assisting with the search, including the FBI and the U.S. Marshal Service.
But I gotta find her before we head off, or I never forgive myself. I ignored her for so long. But if this works out and I am named the Alm, I have to say goodbye before I go. And I gotta apologize. Help me find Ramco. Where could Ramco have run off to?
Come on, Hina. Let's help Karina search.
Of course. What good is a convoy if we don't work together? Thanks. I mean it. Oh,
Bill did play he scored an 80-yard touchdown on Baldurs. As the Scorpio now with his wild story. That's
Deadfire being detained in a handcuffs this morning, scoring that touchdown, and winning against the Jags is an eventful day for the NFL. We now know that one of the cops were detained to Hill has been placed on administrative administrative leave while the investigation continues, according to Miami Dade police. And after the game, Will told reporters that he has no idea when he was placed in handcuffs. Here's part of what he had to say.
It wasn't disrespectful.
Social media video shows just part of what happened. It's unclear how an alleged driving violation, that's according to his agent, escalated to the wide receiver handcuffed, laying on the ground, surrounded by cops. The Miami Dolphins say he was only detained for
Shit.
Ramco, I'm so sorry. I was stupid. I got so caught up in cheering you that I neglected you. But in the end, you were the only one who understood me. I have to go and meet with Sylphid now in order to become the Alm of Wind. I guess this is goodbye. Go back to your home in the sanctum. Farewell, my friend.
And the NFL did not punish him either. So Ryan, again, still a lot of questions about how this started.
This isn't the way to the Wind Sanctum, you know.
As mentioned, one cop is off the job for now, and Phil isn't
You really?
at this time.
Yeah, I don't think this is going
You really want to come with me?
talked about for at least a week, if not more. Just unbelievable scene there in Miami. Madison struck me up.
That's right.
Okay,
There is
let's
much
get
more
moving.
ahead on the Fox report, including new reaction to Friday's so-so jobs report. Lucas Tomlinson is there for that story. Lucas? Well, Brian, a new jobs report is out with some details that may surprise you. Stay tuned, I'll have the details after the break.
Thanks for helping me find Ramco, but we're not done yet. I won't rest until I found Sylphid.
Don't worry, I'm here to protect you. Let's go.
I'm just glad that you and Ramco made up.
Show you the people who make it. Your team are one of a kind. Find out why. Introduce a new heavily targeted reliever. The only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain relievers. Let's start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief.
Let's save this.
Let's rest up.
We all need fiber for hard digest, but less than 10% of us get enough each day.
Excellent. We'll catch you guys on the flip. All right. Peace.
Based fiber, the same amount of fiber as 2
That was about an hour. Can't remember.